Hello, Professor Gray. I'm Chris Hawkins, and this is our Coca-Cola financial presentation. This project conducts a comprehensive analysis of financial ratios to compare the performance and financial health of the two leading beverage giants, Coca-Cola and our competitor, PepsiCo. Through a systematic examination of key financial indicators such as the liquidity, the profitability, and the efficiency ratios, insights are derived into the competitor's operational efficiency, probability, and overall financial stability. In this project, we are using cross-sectional analysis to find valuable insights for investors, analysts, and stakeholders seeking to understand a competitive positioning and future prospects of Coca-Cola and our competitor PepsiCo in the global beverage industry. Coca-Cola Company Introduction. Coca-Cola's journey began with the invention of the iconic Coca-Cola beverage by pharmacist Dr. John S. Pemberton in Atlanta, Georgia. From its humble beginnings as a fountain drink, Coca-Cola rapidly gained popularity, becoming synonymous with the American way of life. Over the decade, Coca-Cola has continually innovated, introducing new flavors, packaging formats, and marketing strategies to stay relevant in an ever-changing marketplace. Since its inception in 1886, Coca-Cola has emerged as a global icon, representing refreshment, happiness, and community across the world. Coca-Cola operates as the world's largest beverage distribution system, serving billions of customers daily. With a presence in virtually every part of the globe. Coca-Cola has brands such as, obviously, Coca-Cola, Diet Coke, Fanta, Sprite, Minute Maid, Powerade, and Dasani, which are all household names enjoyed by millions worldwide. PepsiCo Company Introduction. PepsiCo was established in 1965 through a merger of Pepsi-Cola and Frito-Lay and has since then grown into one of the world's leading food and beverage companies. From refreshing beverages to delicious snacks, PepsiCo is committed to delivering products that bring joy and convenience. Pepsi-Cola's story began with the invention of Pepsi-Cola in 1893 by pharmacist Caleb Bedham in New Bern, North Carolina. Currently, PepsiCo serves billions of communities worldwide, offering a diverse portfolio which includes Pepsi, Mountain Dew, Lay's, Doritos, Quakers, and Tropicana. So PepsiCo's product lineup spans multiple categories, including soft drinks, juices, snacks, oatmeal, and more. Coca-Cola Company project news. So this is all the news that went on during our research for this project. So the current Coca-Cola CEO is James Quincy. Coca-Cola stock price rose $1.40 during our project. I believe early February our stock was 60.23, and now our stock is currently selling at 61.21. Yeah, so and our Coca-Cola also announced the dividend rising to 49 cents per share quarterly. First payment is on the May 1st. Our competitor, and during our research, our competitors PepsiCo reached an agreement to replace Coca-Cola products in all subways. So that's just a majority of the news that was going on during our 3-month research process. Coca-Cola Company advertising. So This is a little bit of how Coca-Cola advertises their commercials. Coca-Cola is synonymous with their advertising and catching the eye of the people. So Coca-Cola's marketing commercials have been pivotal in shaping its iconic brand image and fostering an emotional connection with customers. Coca-Cola's commercials have been timeless appeal, capturing the essence, joy, and friendship of across generations. And below is the iconic Mean Joe Green commercial. Um, this has been parodied and remade all over. So it's just basically a young fan showing up, meeting Joe Green, and Joe Green's tired, and he just hands him a Coke. So yes.
Hi, my name is Ladwina and Ichu, and I'll be presenting this section of our presentation. So over in this section, I'll be talking about the financial ratio analysis, which consists of our liquidity ratios, our asset management, our debt ratios, our profitability, our market base, and our dividend policy. So over here, as you can see, these are our liquidity ratios for both Coca-Cola and Pepsi. Under here, we have our quick ratio and our current ratio for both of the companies, and we decided to use the years from 2021 all the way to 2023 to compute our time series analysis and our cross-sectional analysis. So for our time series analysis, as you can see, Coca-Cola has a higher quick ratio and current ratio over the specific periods of times. And for our cross-sectional analysis, Coca-Cola has a better liquidity ratios compared to Pepsi. For our asset management ratios, we use the total asset turnover, the receivables turnover, and the inventory turnover. So for our asset management, Pepsi has a way better asset management for both the cross-sectional and the time series analysis compared to Coca-Cola. So as you can see it down below, like their turnovers are way better than that of Coca-Cola's. So for the debt management ratios, we decided to use our debt to equity ratios, our total debt ratios, and our interest coverage. So for the debt management ratios on our time series, both Coca-Cola and Pepsi, they decreased over the years, as you can see in the slide. Both of them had decreased over the years and over the period of time, so they all had probably like lower, not probably, they had lower ratios for their analysis. And for the cross-sectional analysis, Coca-Cola had a lower ratio in 2023 and which made it to have a more conservative capital structure all over. For our profitability ratios, we decided to use our ROA, our ROE, our ROI, and our EBITDA. So for this ratio analysis for profitability, both Coca-Cola, for the time series analysis, both Coca-Cola and Pepsi have fluctuating ratios all throughout the years, but it does seem that like Coca-Cola has a higher ratio compared to Pepsi. For the cross-sectional analysis, in 2023, Coca-Cola had a higher had higher ratios in their profitability compared to Pepsi. For our market-based analysis, in the time series, for our market-based analysis, we decided to use our cash flow per share and our book value per share. So for our cash flow per share, for our time series analysis, both Coca-Cola and Pepsi indicate potential growth as both their ratios are increasing. So they indicate potential growth and profitability. For our cross-sectional analysis, in 2023, Pepsi demonstrates a higher cash flow, suggesting better financial performance and higher investor value compared to Coca-Cola. So this is it, as you can see in the slides below. Last but not least, for our dividend policy, we decided to use our dividend payouts and our dividend yield. So for the time series analysis, Coca-Cola decreased while Pepsi increased throughout the periods. And for our cross-sectional analysis, Coca-Cola's payout is slightly lower, which means Coca-Cola maintains slightly higher proportions compared to Pepsi. So in conclusion, both Coca-Cola and Pepsi did well, but overall Coca-Cola had better liquidities, better liquidities, better profitabilities, and market base than Pepsi, while Pepsi had a better asset management and a better debt management. Overall, both of them would be good companies to invest in, but they all depend on the investor's needs and whatever they plan. That's how you would figure out what you would prefer to invest in future. Over here, these are some of the attachments we had for the project, the different things we used. This is Coca-Cola's financial statements over here. This is where we took the information to be able to fill everything out, to figure out our ratios and every other part of the project that had to do with calculations and the analysis for Coca-Cola. This is still part of that information. There was a lot of it, and they ranged from, well, this one should be from 2023. Over here, this is for Pepsi. These are the financial statements for Pepsi. This is what we use to make the calculations, the analysis, and everything that had to do with the ratios for Pepsi. This is how we evaluated everything, got our structure, got our structures to everything for Pepsi, and that's how we were able to do our comparisons. This is just a continuation, so more of it. These are some other attachments we decided to add to it. We had initially done some analysis, some ratios over the past, and we decided to just add that in there so it could just be in there for the project. And these are like some calculations. If you want to calculate it manually, we put the steps down on how to calculate that manually without using Excel. So these are the attachments on here. Here we have our ratios for Pepsi. These are all the ratios we had, all the ratios we did. Even though we didn't use all of them, we used majority of them, the ones that were more relevant to the project. So that's what we use for our slides in under the financial ratio analysis section. And some of them went over to the cost of capital section as well. This is the same thing, but this is for Coca-Cola. So again, these are just the ratios that we used for Coca-Cola, everything that we did to compute to make our analysis for our cross-sectional, our time series, and everything all together that we did to compute and analyze both Coca-Cola and its competitors, Pepsi. We attached that in there so it could be visible and all see where we got our information from. This is the bibliography. It's just like some sightings of where we got some of our information from, our attachments, some information, even like just the news or anything that we heard of from our company. We just wanted to add some of that in there. Throughout the semester, we had a lot of things that happened with our company, different things that went on. So we decided to just add those attachments in here so you could all see it and have it. One of the major things that happened was Subway. Subway no longer partnering with Coca-Cola and now partnering with our competitors, Pepsi. So we added all the stories in here in the bibliography. So all of this just comes to the end of our presentation. Thank you so much for watching, and if you have any questions, please ask us, and have a nice day. Bye.